Hello guys, this is Jerome here again with another video, and in this one I'm going to show you how to set up your iPhone for practicing programming. And I said practicing because this is not the best option if you want to do some serious project, but since it is possible to do some of the things on your phone, it's good to set up your phone for practicing and testing out some things when you're on the go. And this is to also enable you follow along some future tutorials that I'll be doing by using your mobile phone in case you don't have a computer. I'm going to do the Android phone version of this video next, but this tutorial is about doing the setup on an iPhone. So I'm going to install a Linux terminal app on the iPhone, and it's through the program I'm going to install other packages or tools that we're going to use for programming. So the process is safe and there will be no need for jailbreaking your iPhone. It's just an app we're going to install, and when you no longer need it, you can just simply uninstall it from your phone. The app I'm going to be installing is called RSS Shell, and it's available in the App Store. So I will open the App Store and search for RSS Shell. This is the program RSS Shell. These are the new stuff added to the updated version 1.2.3, and you see it's going to give you a Linux-like shell on your phone, and your privacy is ensured as the developer does not collect any data from this app. Here are other information about the app. The developer and provider is Theodore Dubois, if I'm pronouncing that right, and it's a very small file size, just 5.7 megabytes. So I will go ahead and install the app. Now after downloading and installing the app, I will open it, and now you have the iPhone Linux terminal on your iPhone. You can install a package or program by using the command apk add and the package name. But for now, the first thing I'll do is to go to the app settings, click appearance, and choose the dark theme because I love dark themes, and I want to always hide the status bar. Then I will increase the font size a bit to 14 so you can see the text clearly. Now I have a Linux terminal. I can run any of the regular Linux terminal commands. For example, I can type pwd for print working directory or to know my present working directory, and it tells me that I'm in the root directory, as you can see. And I can make a directory called folder, and when I ls for list, for some reason some of the commands don't respond immediately on my phone unless I try multiple times. Maybe it's my phone because I'm using a very old iPhone, or it could be a problem with the app, but I'll keep trying because it will respond after I try multiple times. Okay, so this is the folder that I just created, and I'm going to change directory to the folder and create an empty file named file in the folder. And when I ls or list, I see the file is created in the folder, but I'll delete or remove the file and go back outside the folder. So I'm back in the root directory where the folder directory is created. Now I will also delete or remove the folder, and I will clear the screen. So I was just testing out some basic Linux command, and you see they all worked, except that some don't respond in time unless I try multiple times. And now I can tell what is responsible for that. I don't know if it's my phone running the app or it's a bug in the app, but you can try it on your phone and see if you will experience the same issue. Now you have the Linux terminal, and for instance, you are learning programming with the Python programming language, and you want to use your phone to practice even when you're moving around, maybe on a car. Let me now show you how to install and run the Python program. You remember when we just launched this RSS Shell app, we saw the instruction for installing packages or programs. So I would type apk add and the package name, which is Python 3. And this command will install the Python programming language, interpreter, and shell. So it is done installing Python. It's just 56 megabytes in size. And from now, anytime you want to run the Python program, you just type the name Python 3, and you have the Python shell where you can type and run Python code. So let's test it out with a simple line like print hello world, and you see the program printed out hello world on the screen. Now let's try some basic calculations like 5 plus 2. You see we got 7. You could also save the integers into a variable like a equals 5, b equals 2, and now when I type a plus b, I'll get 7. A minus b is 3. If I type a times b, I'll get 10. A divided by b is 2.5. So you see the Python shell is working correctly. So I'll just exit. So normally you won't be typing a single line of code and executing it this way. That's why you will need a text editor that will allow you to type an entire script before execution. So I will go ahead and install the Nano editor by typing apk add nano. Now I have the Nano editor. I'm going to create a very simple program that will just ask for your name and then greet you by your name. So I will now create the program with the Nano editor and just name it hello with the .py for Python program. I will first create a variable called name that will take in as input or name with the prompt, what is your name? Then I will create another variable called greeting that will store the concatenation of the word hello plus the name. And finally, I will print out the greeting. So it's a very simple program with just 3 lines of code, and I could even do this into 1 or 2 lines. Now to save this program, I'm going to press Ctrl plus O, hit enter to confirm the file name, and you see it has written the 3 lines. And to exit, I'll press Ctrl and X. Now I have my Python program hello.py as a script. I can preview the file without executing it with the cat command. So here is the code for the program. But if I want to run it as a program, I need to type Python 3, the program that I want to run this script, followed by the name of the script, which is hello.py. And when I hit return, the program will start with the prompt, what is your name? So I will type in my name, and it's going to print out hello Jerome. So I will run the program again and provide another name. This time around, I will type Blamando, and it says hello Blamando. So let me show you another text editor that you could try, and it's called Vim. But the text editor that you use doesn't matter. You must just save the script with the .py extension. Now Vim is installed. I'll just open the same program with the Vim editor. And this is how the Vim editor looks. To type anything, you have to be in the insert mode by pressing R on the keyboard. After typing, you will press the escape key and then type colon and Q to quit. So that was just a simple demonstration to show you. Because this video is not to teach you Python programming yet, maybe I will do that some other time later. So if you are also learning web programming with HTML, you can also practice right on your phone. There's a simple web server that is already installed with Python, and you can run the server when you want to visit your website. All you need to do to start the server is to type Python 3 space -m another space followed by http://server. So this command is going to start the web server on the port 8000, and you can visit your website in the browser at this address. So I will open the Safari browser or any browser installed on your phone and type in localhost which is the same as the address we saw without the port number, and I'll add a colon and specify the port number that the web server is running on, which is 8000. And when I go to this address, I'm going to see all the files in the root directory or folder. This means I can save my website files in the same folder and I can view them in the browser once I have the web server running. And if I want to view the website from another computer or device on the same network that I'm on, the URL will be this device IP address before the colon and the port number 8000. To get your device IP address in the terminal, you just type the command rfconfig. Okay, so it's not working yet because I also need to install the tools that will give you a response for the rfconfig command. So I will go ahead and add the net tools. Before I create a simple HTML web page, let me remove the hello.py file that I no longer need. And I'll use nano to create an index.html file. So I'll just quickly type a simple HTML code and save it so we can view it in the web browser with the web server running. And this is the file index.html saved in the root directory. So I will now start the web server and open the browser to visit the web page. And this is the web page with the content that I type in the code and it's running on my local host on the port 8000. You can also create your HTML files or entire website outside of the terminal using any text editor that you preferred, and you can just simply transfer the files to the root directory by opening the iPhone file app, opening or expanding the RSH folder, and pasting your files in the root folder. As you can see, here is the index.html file that I created. So you can create and organize different websites by folders and just have the files in their respective folders. And whenever you want to visit a specific website in the browser, you just add / and the folder name after the port number. So I will create a new folder in this root folder and just call it website. And I'm going to move this index.html file into the folder. Now when I go and start the web server, then open the browser and type the address of the website, I will now see the web page from the website folder. So with the RSH Shell app on your iPhone, you basically have a virtual Linux computer. You can install other packages or programs as well as you have need for them. And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching and watch out for the Android phone edition next.